Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. Hey guys, today we're going to be working with the Crafter's Companion Christmas sleigh. We did the Cozy Cottage, I believe it was last week, and I really wanted to test this guy out. Of course, you know, I overanalyze everything, so I decided that this time I was going to just plan out my colors. And I wanted to stick with the red and white and green, you know, traditional Christmas colors. And I was thinking of maybe using this as the background so we can have kind of a snowy scene without me having to create it. And we're gonna get this started. I think it's gonna go quicker, and our card will be done in a fairly good amount of time. We're gonna start off with this accent opaque 110-pound cardstock. Well, no, this is the 100-pound. And I'm going to cut out a couple of pieces here. Now, this is the base of the card. And I want to cut that out in my thickest cardstock so we have a really stable and thick piece of material to start with. So we're just going to take these two down. Now, for these dies, you do need, especially for this one, you need the bigger die cutting machine. I have the Go Power and Emboss, and so that's what I'm going to be using today. But it'll go through your Crafter's Companion or any of your larger format die cutting machines. Okay, so we're going to put this on our platform, and then I'm going to run these all through. I might do like the packaging and put 2 candy canes. I haven't decided yet, but I just cut out for 1. And we're going to have some presents in there. And I think all the colors are going to work well together. Hopefully. Okay, so these are cut. And now we're going to cut our red piece. All right. I really like that other red because it was very bright, but this will do. And I'm going to try to conserve as much paper as I can. All right. And now we can begin to piece this together. Okay, let's move that to the side. Let's tape this down. And if you don't want it to move, then I suggest you really tape all this down. You have 2 different dies going at the same time. And when we're done, we're going to want to put the embossing pad on it. So I would suggest you really tape it. Okay. And we can add these other pieces if we want. So we're gonna cut this one out first. And we'll tape that down as well. We can cut our presents. Can't pick that up. And whatever you want to keep in place, tape it down. If you want your patterns to be in a specific position, then yeah, I would definitely do that. And being that you have so many different dies in here, it's not a bad idea just to tape it down just in case anything moves. So I'm just gonna put tape on all of these guys. And there's some of them that we're gonna emboss. So we might just leave all that in place. And I'm just going to run this first, and then we can run the rest of these guys. So let's get that going. remember the first time I heard those crunches, I thought I was breaking the machine. All right. So we have this one. Oh, that one embossed already. The little bow. But if you want to run it again with the embossing mat, you can do that. So you can get a little more of that hole. So I'm just going to tape this in place. Okay. Come on, little guy. All right. We're going to run this one also. Well, let's see if we have to. Yeah, I think we do. All right. Do you love when they get stuck? And then this one, which I'm just gonna try to get my mat under there, because I know this one tends to move. I don't know if I could do it. Okay. So we're gonna put our mat, and I'm gonna end up taping this whole thing down, because the last time I tried to cut it, it shifted. All right, we don't want that. Let's put you there, and we can add all of these little guys. So on your embossing mat, you just put it face down. Let's put that guy in place. All right, I think we're good to go. And let's run this through. Okay, let's see. And now you get that little embossing feature, which is pretty neat. All right. And now you can see the little bow better. That is super cute. All right, I'm gonna take these all out and I'll run these and I'll be right back. Okay, so we have most of it cut out, and I wanted to highlight some of these in gold just to tie in that gold somewhere else. And I'm gonna use these little makeup sponges I got from the Dollar Tree. They're the cutest thing ever, and I think they're great for this kind of project. So I'm going to put this layer on, and I'm going to try to match it up as best as I can. And really making sure that this part is in the right place. I think it'll just be easier to tape it. All right, so now we're going to flip it, and now we have all this exposed, so we can come in with our gold ink and I'm just gonna add some gold in here. I know that there's going to be gold pieces that go there, but I'm just going to pass it anyway. And at the same time, I'm going around the sleigh just to give like a little gold highlight, even though I could go back with a gold pen and do that. It's really just getting into those little crevices. Okay, let's see it. So you start seeing the gold in those areas. Remember, we have the gold piece for here and the gold piece for here. So it was basically the dots and that area right there. Okay. So now we can cover this up. And let me clean that up and I'll be right back. Okay. So I have my gold pen and I just got a piece of copier paper and I'm just going to go through these edges. Just to give it a little bit of gold. Not worried about this because that has its own piece. But the rest of this, we can just go ahead and kind of highlight. Gonna be careful around here. I don't want to overdo it. Okay. And this pen is from the Dollar Tree. Not anything fancy. And I have some of the different metallic pens and they look kind of the same, so this works for me. All right, now I'm going to try to get in the inside of this. And I'm going to be very careful here. So you just don't have to cut it on a paper. You can highlight things and just, you know, add your own touch to it. Okay. And we'll just keep going with it. This is going to be covered, so that doesn't matter. And if you wanted to do the same thing here, then I would just go lightly. Okay. All right. So this is what we have so far. And we could do the same thing on this side. Okay. Okay, so now we could start putting this together. Let's put this to the side. And it's just basically piecing things, see what we want where. I cut an extra piece out of the snow scene just because, I mean, if you're in snow, I mean, if it's up, you're going to see the snow in those open spaces. So I figured that would work. And then we could just add all of our gold pieces in. So this will go here. And then this one will go here. And then we have this one. Let me make sure I get it the right way. Okay, that's the way it goes. So it starts looking kind of like that. And then of course we'll have our presents sticking out of here. Let's start gluing this stuff down. And we could finish our card up. Okay. I think I'm thinking too much. All right, let me just start gluing. Let's just go for it. If we need to change anything, we'll change it. But as of right now, that's the thought. So let's maneuver this into place before it dries. Okay. And we are good to go. Really press that down. We can add a second piece, a third piece. Let's go around. I'm gonna leave this without gluing just because if I want to tuck the gifts inside of it, I still have that room to do so. All right, let's look and see what we're doing. All right. Okay. Now we can add all of these pieces in. Let's put glue. Okay. Anywhere you think is going to lift, that's where you should put your glue. And we have that. We can get that off with our adhesive remover. You guys know that already. As much as I say it. So we have that going on. Okay. Take a little bit off. And then we can flip it. Okay. So then this will go folded down. And we could go ahead and really crease that. I'm just gonna crease this as well while I'm here. And then I cut this so it can fit. Oh, I cut it wrong. Okay. I'll have to recut it. Anyway, this is gonna go here as our little background, so then the sleigh is in a really snowy scene. Let me correct that and cut it the right way. I'll be right back. Okay, so if you're gonna use a pattern paper, don't cut it with the pattern looking out. If you want to use a different pattern paper for up here, you're gonna have to actually cut it on the white side. Unless you have double-sided paper, then you're good to go. Excuse me. So we can just glue this down now. And I do this because I just didn't like the way it looked when this was all white. Because I know the card is supposed to be an easel card and stand, but when you put it in your envelope and your recipient receives it, this is what they're going to see. And I think I can add, well, no, the gifts will cover this up right now. Now, the only thing you need to see now is if the colors, because I picked pretty dark colors, if they're really going to go with this theme, or should we pick lighter colors? Which I might just cut out some lighter colors for the present. So let me get that done and I'll be right back. Okay, so we can start gluing some of these bows on. Let's just put that there. And I'm not going to glue the bottom part of it just in case I want it to hang outside of the sleigh. So, and we could just glue this one on. Or we could leave it like that and add maybe a trim. Yeah, I think I want to glue the bow. Okay, so we let that dry. And while that dries, we can go ahead and glue our candy cane. Okay. Let's go ahead and glue this part down. And of course that's going to be glued onto this. So we're going to add the glue here. Make sure there's nothing on the bottom. And before I press it into place, I'm going to just make sure that this is where I want it to be. And I think right there is pretty good. So now we have that. And when it closes, this is what we see, which is pretty cute. All right, let's start tucking in our presents. Remember, I left the space open, so I can just put them in. And I'll add some adhesive to really secure it. So we'll just put those like that. And then maybe we could just put our candy cane somewhere here. Or perhaps, I don't know. Where do I want the candy cane? Maybe coming out, or do I even want it? We could probably use this as our stop. Maybe we'll do that. We'll see. Okay. So this will all be secured in place, and then when it opens and closes, you have your little gifts there, which is pretty cute. If you find this too long, guess what? You can always trim it. Just a little bit. And then you can tuck it back in. So that brings it down just a tad. Okay? We can add our snowflakes. We could just put 1 or 2. Or we can put our holly. And then add It's all depending on what you want to do with it. I think I'm gonna go with the snowflakes, but I don't think I'm gonna add a whole bunch of them. Maybe just, I'm kind of liking that one. Well, maybe we'll add both. Why not? So we'll put the other one. Maybe just add the second one here. It's all depending on what you like. There's really no right or wrong way to do this. It's your vision. And maybe we could just put the candy cane here. So we have that. And when it's up, we have that. Now we have to figure out what we're going to do to the bottom part. Do we want to add the same blue, which I don't think so, because this is not a sky, and that's just the way my brain works. Let me see what I have. Let me see what kind of patterns I have, and I'll be right back. Okay, to speed this up a little bit, I cut a piece of green card out of the same die, the background die for the card base, and we're gonna glue that there. And I took my marker and I edged that out so we can glue this into place. And let's do this. Okay. So we have that. And then I stamped out, let's see, this is from the bow stamp from Crafter's Companion. I pulled out one of the sentiments from that one. It's just for you at Christmas. So we can go ahead and put some foam tape on that just to give it a little bit of dimension, some height. So that could act as our stopper. So I'm going to use foam tape. And let me get a scissor. All right. And let's go here. If you wanted to, you can use the gold pen around the red card also. This layer. But I'm just going to leave it like that. And then we can glue this into place. Let's see, and I think that's good enough. Now you can add some of the snowflakes here if you want it, or you can take this holly and add that here. See there, I would have put the holly leaves because it's like the same color and it's gonna just get thrown off, but you can add that if you wanted a little snowflake somewhere, just to decorate this part a little bit. But that's basically the card. So you have the sleigh, which the colors look a little richer. You guys know my lighting is totally off. And then it becomes an easel. It's a really cute set, and they cut really nice. I mean, it really looks professional when it's done. It's just picking the right papers. I think I would do some like in pastel colors. I think that would look pretty and make it look really wintry as opposed to Christmas. You could not do this at all and just make it like a winter sleigh and make it a winter card, not necessarily something for Christmas. But this is what it is. Very cute. Anyway, guys, I hope you enjoy this little project, and if you have it, yeah, just tinker with it, play with it. Try your pattern card to create, you know, an image of snow. If not, you can use your embossing folders to do the same. Maybe using vellum with like a snowflake embossing folder. That would look nice, right? It would just look like a really white snowy scene. Maybe then you can make your sleigh in blue. There's a ton of things you can do with this. Super cute. I love it. I love the house. Oh, I'm digging that little house. But this is cute as well. Anyway, guys, I hope you have a great one. And if you guys have the haunted house, please let me know how that turned out. When I went back for it, it was sold out, so I couldn't get it. Anyway, I'll talk to you real soon. Bye.